this is their home. This is our home. Okay. Recycling reform, right? That's a big one. Um, we can build it. All right. Plain and simple. There's technology out there, and I can help get that on track a little bit. Government reform. Okay, right? We see it today. I didn't think that Trump would be this reckless, and be such a pansy and puppet for all the billionaires. But he wants to be liked so much, right? We all know that one kid in school that just tries too hard to be liked, and it just rubs you the wrong way. And then uh, those kind of kids are easily lied to and manipulated. And so that's where Trump is, because honestly, I wouldn't have I didn't want to vote for him, and I didn't vote for him. But when he was running on his campaign and there are some things that I was like, you know what? If he can do those things, that would improve the world a little bit. But he didn't, and then you know uh, that's why our higher how do you say that, hierarchy uh, of existence, as human existence, we believe in, okay, if we all work together down here and push up the knowledge, and then whoever's in charge here is fixing things that are going down there. Okay. um, so Trump ain't a bad guy. He's not evil. None of them are. They just lack the intelligence to do all this that I am trying to present to everyone. And again, if he doesn't hear this and nobody else hears this, well, you know, uh, we got the world that we have, and I'm with everybody else. If Jerusalem and the Jews want to cause Armageddon, and uh, you know, I can't stop them. you know, but we got to get them to understand too. And I'm not just talking America, okay? I'll talk to the Jewish leaders. I'll talk to Putin. Okay, I'll talk to anyone. Really, they should have like whatever, lobby government. This is to me like, how do I get to talk to them? How am I going to be able to get up there? So I've been having to try to think of how to make money to build a company where I could have a voice and speak to these leaders and say, look, I understand that you all don't know what to do, and I'm here to help. Okay. Cauldron Collider turned into tearing atoms apart from trash. This is my little idea of how to help actually the recycling reform. We can build things, and again, they clamor, well, we don't have enough electricity, and then we have things that just pollute the air. Okay, this one's for you, Elon, and every car maker that is making a electric vehicle. Okay, and you all know that this exists. If you take an alternator, and instead of making a belt that's tied to the shaft that turns right on the engine to make this turn and make electricity, instead of a belt, you just put here some magnets, and then the magnets come here, and when it pushes there, it starts spinning by itself, producing electricity that you can cut down on the battery size of every vehicle. And yes, you should all just straight up change to that salt type battery that I keep hearing about. But right, why dig up any more lithium? We could use that for something else, maybe that later. Uh, that might be even more important, you know. Um, so we don't want to waste such a precious item. So yeah, every car can charge itself. You don't have to make a infrastructure of charging stations anywhere. You might, uh, but I know that that little gadget that I just said, um, you can size it to the amount of electricity that needs to come out and charge that battery. Um, and because most people, right, drive and stop, and then so you could, you know what I'm talking about. You could drive all the way across America without stopping if you do it right. And then what else? Well, you could plug the car in to your house because it's producing electricity, and we could plug it all into everybody's system. But I'm trying to get away from all these power lines, and you can resize this thing that for the car that makes the chart, that each house has their own little, which is a little bit bigger, and it produces enough electricity into a battery, right? And then if the battery's full, it turns off. And when it gets down to a certain point, it turns back on and fills it up. And then you don't even need power lines to any house or any building. Okay? I'm solving problems. Let's go. Uh, Clean our polluted water. We can totally scrape every river in on the globe that we've polluted, and there are people working in like the countries that have totally polluted their rivers. I know you've all seen those pictures, right? So, and but guess what, America? We have the hidden pollutions in our river waters, and that's what we have to clean out. Let's see, electronics. Okay, strip. I don't know what that was all about. Don't worry about that. Infrastructure to collect all items and material goes with recycling. Composter in every home, so they do just scrape their foods off and it composts. Okay, we could have pickups if they're not able to spread it in a garden that they have in their backyard or just in their backyard or in, right? We can have, we can create jobs. Okay, this is the thing. As I fix the world and get rid of jobs like uh, the military construct, do I believe we still need a military? I do, and it should be GI Joe, which includes every country together, right? And it'd be a smaller force, uh, because I think we should still have that protection for if there's actually an alien species that isn't good. And okay, yeah, I'm still paranoid about that. Um, so, but we all just, instead of fighting each other and making military against each other, we come together, and then our brightest minds that, you know, still keep trying to come up with new weapon ideas and all that. Okay, fun stuff. Right? We're trying to create Star Trek, right? We want to have the Enterprise up there in space. Yes, I would love it. That would be so freaking awesome to be the first spaceship that we build. Um, so, what else? Yeah, compost or collect compost, and school curriculum, how to lobby the government. So that's my mind map that I have. Right, I have all these folders, land reform, with all my a lot of the knowledge stuff that I covered. And so here, I'm gonna have to stop this and then go on to this one. How long was that one? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I gotta stop that too.